Hello YouTube, it's me again, Testa, and that must mean you're watching Testa Tarot with me, Testa. Let's say it one more time, Testa. Thank you for joining me. If this is your first time here, thanks for showing up. If this is your third, fourth, what have you, thank you. Thank you for coming back. I do appreciate it. So, I'm going to do a little collective reading for everybody. So with that said, if it is a collective reading, there's a chance that it may not resonate with everyone, and that's okay. I like to say, take it all with a grain of salt, and if you do not like the taste, just spit it out. It's okay. Get a little napkin, just no one even saw it. It's okay. But more times than not, we are a collective experiencing a lot of things at the same time, so I'm never shocked when things resonate for more than one person. So, I'm going to pull a tarot card first, and then I'll pull an oracle card for us. The card I'm going to pull today, the word that I've been replaying over and over and over again is release. Just release. I've been having to do a lot of releasing of expectations. I'm really trying to work on releasing my idea of outcomes, and if I am a creative person, shouldn't I love the process? And shouldn't that be applicable to life? Shouldn't we love the process? It's hard. We're very goal-oriented people, and that's a good thing, but we got to manage we got to manage that expectation. Manage the expectation. That's all. I think there's nothing wrong with having hopes and dreams. I think we need them. That's part of survival too. All right. So with all that said, I think I think the card that I'm going to pull is going to be about what we should release this week. It's Monday. Let's approach with something we can focus on releasing this week. That's what I would like this card to be. I'm reaching out to my spirit guides to reach out to all of your spirit guides, and hopefully we can get some clear messages for everybody. All right. Take a deep breath. Exhale whenever feels comfortable for you. I'm breaking the deck into 3, restacking, and pulling from the top. What is something we should release? Four of Wands is what we got. So Wands, it's fire sign energy, passion, purpose, skill. This is a celebration. It could be a marriage or a partnership, but it's definitely... I talked about this last week too. This idea that it is time to celebrate. We just do need to celebrate exactly where we're at, and I do think that has so much to do with what I just talked about releasing expectations. I'm pulling another card for us, the World. I lied when I said I was only going to do one. I felt called to pull another. Completion. I mean, so what's coming up for me is, and why they would be good together. It's fine to celebrate where you're at because it's going to change, and that's supposed to change. Life is ups and downs, right? So it's important to celebrate the ups while we have them, those little victories. I've said this before, because they don't last long. That's just life. They don't last very long. But I'm feeling with the World and this sense of completion and celebrating One more card I'm pulling for us. Two of Cups. Balance our emotions, balance those expectations. That's what I think this is really saying. Celebrate those small wins. They don't last forever. So take in that victory. And also, if it's not here yet, don't obsess about that either. It's on its way. Everything is cycles, ups and downs. So that's one thing, right? If you are on that downswing, just know that you're on your up. There's only one way to go from down, and that's up. I'm going to pull from the Threads of Fate Oracle deck. I'll read a little bit of read from the book a little bit. I like to do a little story time with y'all. All right, that feels good. Let's give us some messages. What do we got? Shadow. Ooh, it's like a bat. It's beautiful. Shadow. I imagine if you're showing up here, you are one of those people that are down with working with your shadow and working with your light, because that's kind of my whole jam. The shadow doesn't go anywhere. It's about integrating it, and how can you make it work for you and not against you? And I mean that not in a manipulative way. I mean that in a way of there's light and dark to all your talents and attributes. I believe that. If you're a smart person, you can use that for good, you can use it for evil. But I think it's important to know what you're capable of. And then lean into the lighter part of that, please, for all of us. We don't need any more super villains. So, all right, let's read, shall we? All right. Again, this is Shadow. This card indicates that diving deeper into your shadow at this time will be beneficial. It is through knowing our unconscious self that we find the root of our blocks, perceived limitations, and wounds. That's what we all need to release this week. Our perceived limitations, our blocks, and our wounds. You gotta heal first, so get down in that wound, and then we release it. It is also how we come to know ourselves in our totality. We cannot reach our true potential without meeting our shadow and working with the parts of ourselves that we have been told to lock away or be ashamed of. This includes brilliant aspects of ourselves too, not just perceived flaws. The truth is, your shadow is your greatest gift. Amen to that. I totally believe that. So yeah, and that's something that can aid us in our releasing, is really leaning into our strengths, which takes some unlearning first, is what people have told us were our flaws. But I think it turns out that what we have been told are our biggest flaws are actually our biggest attributes. We just didn't know it. Thank God time rolls on, and you've got Testa to tell you that. So, okay, let's work with our shadow this week. Let's love that dark part of ourselves, love the light, and work on making them work together. Thank you so much for being here. I love reading. Obviously, but I love doing personal readings. So if you are interested in booking with me, please reach out via my email. That's going to be dangtesta@gmail.com. I also do group readings. I'm also now getting into the world of events. So if this is something you would like on display at one of your events, hit me up on my email as well. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll be back, and I hope you will be too. Have a great day. Bye.